So let's start our day with the continuation of our lesson 1 using SAS programming tools. I hope Priyanka, yesterday you was able to create the profile and was able to see your SAS Studio.
Um, yeah, I actually did that.
Uh-huh.
I was having the problem with downloading the data because the book said that it has to be in the files. And,
Mm-hmm.
I have a file shortcut, but I did not find files or such folder in that. So yeah, whenever you
Can, can you just show me your or share your screen, please?
yeah, give me a second. It's still like the SAS Studio is opening up. So yeah, now screen share. You need to give me the permission to share.
Ashwini, I'm just like leaving just for 2 minutes. I will come back if you in case you ask me anything.
No problem.
Okay? Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yep, I'm here. Can you see my screen?
Yes,
Okay.
Priyanka. So
Okay.
great. You can log in. Okay. So how about the data files?
So I went into data file.
No. Yesterday I mailed you some data files on your email.
Some data file, and I downloaded them, and they went. Second.
Yes, this one.
This one.
Below. Scroll down.
This
Yo.
one. G1.
Yes, zip file. Correct.
So this file I brought it in. I already have it on my desktop.
So show me your desktop, please, with this
I,
folder.
I'm.
It's into SAS. It's already existing. Okay.
Wait. I know what happened. I could not unzip it because I don't have the.
Okay, I'm back.
Yes, Pragati, not much. We were just looking for data which I have emailed with Priyanka. So she's actually downloading it.
Okay,
So I
okay, no
wanted to
problem.
show her, yeah,
How to download? Okay.
download and upload on SAS Studio.
Okay.
Joy. I have extractor in this laptop. You have what?
Yes. So these are the files which, if you remember, yesterday we had seen that the data which we are going to use is been segregated into these various folders. Activities is into activities folder. So we have certain activities. We have data for our analysis. Demonstrations is here. Output results which we'll be saving will have to directed into this output folder, and we have certain practice folder as well. Okay, now please show me your SAS Studio, please.
You cannot see it?
Just share or you just move to SAS Studio window.
It is there.
No, on the screen. Just minimize this and or use Alt Tab.
Uh, yeah, this one we need, right?
Yeah, but I could not see that.
Okay, wait. I think it. I need to kind of do it again. Can you see it now?
Right. So now what we have to do is all that data which we have to take it into SAS Studio because we have to work on it. All right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So what you have to do is click tasks and utilities. Okay. Now you have to please scroll down. Fine. Okay. Come to this scroll down, please. You have folders option at the bottom. Yeah,
The
files.
files.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, in this, we'll have to create or we have to upload our data. So, being SAS Studio, it's not an installed software or installation software. It's on the cloud where it's working with SAS server at present. Okay, so it's a
Mm.
cloud application. It's on SAS server. So we'll have to create or upload the data files. So you can click new file, right, and name this file as programming or PRG1, Roman letter 1. Okay, this is also fine. So browse. So now you have to browse it. Click this browse.
Oh yeah, I remember. It was giving me only this option.
Yeah, it's now we have to upload it, right? So just click file, file, home. Yeah. Okay. Um, just give me the
Um,
access, please.
yeah, you have to ask for it.
Yeah, yeah, I'll be doing it.
Mm.
Yes.
I remember doing this, but the only file I could find was ODASW.
Yeah, that is the server path.
Mm-hmm.
Just a second. We'll do it.
I remember trying and looking into these different options, how to upload it. I tap.
No, we do get an option of upload. Just a second.
Yeah. Okay.
Now, can you please stop my control? I'll share my screen.
I can stop share. My it was not coming.
Yeah, done, done.
Yeah.
cloud server application for us. So within file shortcuts, we'll have to create a folder for PG1, and in that we'll have to upload our data. So we get this two arrows. This is to upload and this is to download. Okay. So just check your screen. Do you, in this file folder, you can have right click and you can have this option new folder for new.
I do not have a server folder itself.
No, no, no. Okay. Share the screen.
Mhm. Because I remember I read in the book also to figure this thing out, but whichever portions they were saying, um, servers and file and folders, I'll show you where they were saying that. I couldn't. You can see my screen, right?
Ashwini, I have just one question. Like, if you go to SAS website, we will get all instructions about that, right? Download and upload, or no?
Mm.
Hello, Ashwini, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. So I was telling you that the link, I hope you have created the profile as well,
Uh-huh.
right? So you
Mm.
have to log in into your profile, and I'll send you the link for Academia of SAS. Okay,
Oh,
there you'll have this information about the 4 steps how one can create an account with SAS Studio.
okay.
Okay.
Mhm.
I will
Uh,
change
Priyanka,
this. Yeah.
when you had this option of using the SAS Studio, so you
Mhm.
had clicked this, right?
Yeah.
Okay, just a second, I'll re-click it. Your servers and folders. So what I did is, here we have preferences, that what we have to view at the left hand side of our screen. Okay, I hope you could see this. See, preferences. So from
Mhm.
this preferences, view,
Uh,
and I selected servers and folders.
and files got
Okay,
from
so
the
you
view.
got this servers and folders. Fine.
Got
So
it.
within this file home, we can create a new folder. So I just right click and create a new folder option comes. So here we'll be creating a folder. So you give this folder name as programming1, prg1. Okay, save. All right. So now click this folder, and here you have option upload. Yeah, just select this upload. Your upstairs here. That
It's
is
gonna.
download. Yeah, correct. Correct. So this, understand, the path you see here is the server path. This one, slash home slash, this is the server, and here will be the folder on your server for you specifically on cloud. This is your server. Okay. So now we have to choose the files. Now, where did you download those programming one data? Where's that folder? On a desktop SAS folder, right? SAS file folder, right?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
correct. So in that, see that PG1? No, no, I think that was a
I
zip
have to.
folder. That was
Yeah,
a
it is
zip
a zip.
folder.
It is a zip
Yeah, so
folder.
don't select that. Cancel this.
Uh-huh.
No, it's cancelled. Cancel this option. First cancel this window.
Try it again.
Right, again go back. Select the unzipped folder. Just double click that PG1 in this window itself. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
double click it. All right, go back. Fine, all fine. Open,
All
open option here. No,
yeah,
don't select that. It is, see, if you observe this, this is the path. So in this folder, you have this folder, and within this, you have folder. Within it, it has all these folders. So no need of
yeah.
selecting, but it's all fine. So click this open.
Just
Here.
open or go
Yeah,
back and
open,
then.
open. No, it's all fine. Upload. So it did not upload all your files.
Okay, let me try again. Selecting
Yeah.
one.
No, do one thing. Select this both files and see whether it gets deleted. See here you have option delete. All right. Select PG1 folder.
You wanted both of them deleted,
Yeah,
right?
right. So select this, upload, choose files,
These are
go back from this path. See here, this arrow. Yeah, just select this, correct. Open.
okay.
Okay, fine.
Think it is only selecting the files itself and not the folders. Because the
Okay,
folders don't say they have. Wait, let me check if the folders have anything. They have something. Okay. Hmm. So why is this not?
fine. Okay, we'll do one thing. We'll select one folder at a time, no worries.
Okay.
Okay, click
Okay.
day
So text folder.
activities. Yeah. Click activities,
Let's.
open. No need of selecting.
But then it will select
Upload,
the time.
upload.
Upload them like that. Not bad.
But this is programs, not an activity folder.
Mm-hmm. Now I'll have to upload again the second one.
No. We'll have to create a named folder called activities here because it
Okay,
was
got
the
it.
activities folder. So for now, again, you'll have to now select this and
Delete it.
delete.
Wait, let me try something more. Wait. Um, no. Folder.
Create a folder called activities. Activities. Give that folder
Okay.
name activities. Rename it.
Rename it. Let me see if
Yeah,
I
now
can just
select all
drag.
this and put it into it. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, just leave it. I'll do
Wait.
it. One sec.
Oh, okay.
One sec.
You want me to select all of them at once, right?
Right. Now, what you have to do is you have to select one file and you have to press shift and drag down.
Okay. So
Scroll down. Right, till here.
what did it do?
No, it got opened.
Uh, yeah, give me one second.
And it went into SAS user for this. It should
Yeah,
not happen that way.
okay, that's interesting. Give me 1 second to do it. Let me
Now
select,
we'll do one thing.
let me
Just
just select
correct.
whichever are going at a time.
What you have to do, you have to select one file, then press shift and scroll up. Now it will open. Correct.
I do know. Hmm.
No.
Yeah, it went inside.
Okay, fine. No, I was asking for this note. Okay. Now
They
here
went
also
in.
it went here. See activities. So
Yeah,
select
got it.
this. Yeah, scroll down.
Now this I have to delete, right?
No, put it. This also you have to put into activities folder.
Oh, okay. So they it will create itself into, okay.
No, don't delete. That folder is from SAS itself. Don't do anything. I'm telling.
No, no, no.
Go.
I'm not deleting. Just make.
Yes. No, don't do that. You have to select this all program and you have to again put into activities folder.
Oh, half of them went down.
Yet,
What
right.
happened?
Correct.
Got it. Come on. Okay. Wait. I duplicated them. Mm. So all of them are now. 4, 7,
Correct.
9.
Now just scroll down. Let me check. Yes. Now do one thing. Scroll up.
Upload the next one.
Correct. But minimize this folder now. That means this down arrow. I'll just click like this. All right. Now again click programming one folder. I'm doing it. Just check.
Okay.
Right click. Within programming one, we have to create a new folder.
Folder first. Okay.
Now check what is the folder next which we want to copy here. Give its name. Alt and tab. Check your yes.
Data demos.
Right. So write this first. Give this folder name as data.
That also has a comprise.
No. Cancel this window
No, no,
or
sorry.
close this
I'll
window.
have to open it separately first.
No, show me that folder of data.
Yeah, it has a.
Open this. Yeah, open that PG1. Open that. Okay.
It was not the extractor. Yeah, that is the data in it. I'm taking so much. Um,
All right.
it's opening. Yeah, it's actually opening.
It's
Okay.
taking time.
Yeah. Do you want me to do this simultaneously while you are telling other things? Because Pragati is also.
No, if she's actually observing it, no worries, because already we are recording the session. She'll be doing it when she'll get time, because this is also one of the important part which we are going to use it, right?
No, that's not gonna work. So why are you not working?
So did all the data files got extracted?
They did, but they must have formed a version somewhere else too. Wait, let me see. They are here. So they are PG1 folder, and then in that folder, activities, setup. I can see them, but I cannot.
No, these are not all files.
Oh, these are not all.
No,
Okay.
not all files got extracted.
Interesting. Let's do one thing. Let's look what is in demos first. This is all the files you think in the demos?
Yes.
Okay. Demos, and then this is solutions. So demos
So
and
leave the solutions as it is. First, we'll take demo.
okay. So let me go here and create cancel program one, new folder.
You are not creating a folder. Okay, great. Good, good. Solutions. Fine. Within demo. Okay.
We both have all the files now. One more thing done. What else does this take as? There's only one text document in output. Is this
No, no. You go back, go back. Output. Okay. You can do that. No worries.
okay? Output has one document and practices has few with solutions. Let me check all the folders. Okay, this one has more. Okay, so let's go and make output and then practices. Is it because it's the first time it is being done this way, or usually uh, you have to like add data?
We have to add because this is external, right? It's not on cloud
Uh,
application. It's our data which we are uploading so that later on we'll be working on SAS Studio with this data information, right?
yeah. Got it. So the only one which I have to unzip. This has only, okay. Give me 1 second. So data is the only file which I have to unzip. You have to do
To extract in the same folder.
Okay. Let's see now if I can find it. It did not extract it last time.
In the data folder, you also have setup file that also you'll have to upload.
Okay. So the setup file. So I think we downloaded everything now. We have our activities files, which are just activities. We have our data file with this and setup. We have demo files with solutions and this one. Activity.
Okay. If now it's done, so come to your SAS Studio. Yes. So here you could see that at the bottom you have this create data.ss file. Just open that code. See this create
This
data
one?
under practice, correct. .ss. So what is that .ss extension? It's telling it's a SAS program file. All right,
This
just open.
this
Yes, yes, open this. All right. So this is the file. When you scroll down, it's having some paths and it's having a program where it will get connected default to your data, which we have just uploaded it. Okay. So
okay.
you will have to make changes here in this %let path. Okay. So give me the control. Did you give me?
Oh, you didn't have to ask.
Okay, I asked.
Yeah.
All right. So this path which is there, %let, which you see, it's
Mm.
actually connecting to all our data. So what we'll have to do is I'm going to comment it out. Why? Because this is where it is for desktop installation, but we are going to use it for our reference, which is into Studio. Okay. So this comment is pair of / and asterisk like this. Here it should be. I'll put it this way. Okay, so this is the comment which has come. So this comment means anything which is highlighted between these two signs, it will not get executed. Okay, so to move back, come to this.
I'm sorry. Can you explain me again? Why did
We'll
you
we'll come to
close
it.
up?
Don't worry. Once will when I come into it, I'll
Sure.
tell you what is comment.
Sure.
It's like unprocessing code, or you don't want. You are asking SAS that this code should not get processed, which is comment out. All right.
Sure.
Yeah. So what we'll have to do is we'll have to give the path for our files which are on our server, right? So click this PG1 folder or click this data folder, right click, go into its property, else go to PG1 folder itself, not for data. PG1 folder, cancel this.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Go to PG1 folder, right click, properties, copy this path in location which you have.
Mm. This path.
Correct.
Copy it now.
Yeah, close this window. Yeah. Now
Yes.
type %let
Percent. Oh, percent.
let space path equal to, yeah, and paste that path. Control V and semicolon. Okay, good. Now what you have to do is select this running man option, which is the submit button for the code to execute. Here it is, yeah. Okay, so it's telling you have an error. So it's telling this file does not exist, which is setup.sas, which is into data folder. So where is that setup.sas? It's there. Is it within the data folder?
Mm-hmm. It was in
Then
the
why?
data folder. This is it.
You just open this. Okay. So this is the code where it gets set up. Okay, fine. Scroll back or move back to the, or click this programming one folder,
This,
or create. It's okay. I'll do it.
yeah.
Create data folder. Percent include path data setup. Because stop sharing from your end. I'll share my screen. See, even I do have it. Okay, within data, I had this setup. So what I'm going to do is, so yeah, I had this create data folder or this create data open here. So see, even this, I had the path. Okay, so this is how the path it is. So for PG1, when I checked my properties, I had this path. So what path do you have? Check that path and you have to paste that path here. Check that path again. So do one thing. Check this path for files home, because within files home we have created PG1 folder, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you want me to check its properties?
Yes.
Okay.
Share your screen, please.
Okay. So the file
Okay.
is same except that after that it went into program one. So should I try this one?
No, it's within that path we have program one folder created, right?
Yeah.
So within program one we have a data folder which has set up.
The file does not exist.
Ashwini, here, what are you trying to do? Like in program one folder,
Mm-hmm.
uh, what are you going to do for setup.sas?
See, setup is like, this is the create data folder, which is actually whenever we start this session, we are going to connect this SAS with all these data files which we have, okay,
Hmm.
which we are going to get it into SAS so that we are going to work upon it.
Okay.
Currently, these files are not into SAS. Hence,
Oh,
we are
okay.
executing this create data code. So you don't have to again sit and create any new data files.
Oh, so these files are in her computer, not in SAS.
No, now she
So
got, now she was uploading it into SAS Studio.
SAS.
But
Okay.
we have not made a connection between those files and the software, that is SAS Studio. So we were connecting it by simply executing this create data.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So like if I'll share my screen, you'll understand what I'm trying to tell you. Can
Hmm.
you see my screen?
Now, yeah,
Priyanka, Priyanka, stop
I,
Yeah.
sharing.
Yeah.
huh.
Now we can see.
Okay. So see, I have this create data code, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when I execute this, all these data files which I have, which is currently just on the server, but I have not brought them into SAS Studio for execution. So when I execute create data code, it's telling me now all these files are available for me into SAS in the particular folder which is called as library. So it has created this PG1 library. So that code itself has that information, and all those files are now into this environment. Now, when I write a code where I'll be selecting that I want to create a new program, so I can ask SAS that I want to create a new program. So new program is, we have to click like this. So simply, if I just want to execute some portion of it with some procedure, I'll simply write that it is in my PG1 library. I'll explain this what it is. And within it, if you see, we have options coming, what are the various tables within it. And if I simply run this program now, this data is available for me directly to implement and to run in this
Okay,
system.
got it.
Got it? So this
Yeah.
is what I wanted you to actually do it. But meanwhile, let's check what our slides are with this particular process. So using programming tools, so we had already seen that we are using programming softwares or three softwares from SAS. SAS Studio, SAS Application, Enterprise Guide, and Windowing Environment are desktop installations, whereas this was the earlier version of SAS of which people had developed into was the first version of programming window itself. So later on, lots of development has been taken care on this software, and they have upcome with this point and click as well as programming environment of desktop installation called Enterprise Guide, which has many features with just point and click application. And now, as per that most of the softwares are cloud based, so SAS also has developed this cloud programming application named as SAS Studio. All right, so we know we have a editor window, we have a log window, and we have an result and output window. So editor window, or you see a code window. So if you have observed our SAS Studio, this is the code window or editor window. We have a log window and a result window. So this is the code window where we actually write or edit a program. Log is a window where we see how the program which we have submitted for processing, it is giving us the information how it has processed, whereas result window gives us the output what we have submitted. All right. So submitting a SAS program in SAS Studio. So it's telling you the same thing. It's a demonstration to be submitted, which I was actually asking you to do it. So for this demonstration, did you open your PDF book, which I have provided yesterday, Priyanka? This PDF book.
Uh, um,
Just keep this
uh,
handy.
Ashwini, but we can't
Yeah.
download Studio Enterprise Guide, right?
SAS Studio is a cloud application where you'll have to always log in with your profile. Whereas
Okay.
SAS Enterprise Guide, no, it's a licensed copy. You
Oh,
cannot download.
okay. So we have to pay for that, you mean to say?
Correct. So that is why we are using SAS
Free
Studio,
one.
which is
Free one. Okay.
free to be used by
Okay.
any of the people.
Ashwini,
Because they
Yeah.
have more features in SAS Enterprise Guide. That's why
Right.
they charge for that.
Yes.
What is the reason?
Yeah, because it's going to be these the
I
companies who purchase them. So because
okay.
they purchase them, then only they can install it.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah. So
Like
Priyanka,
other like Python and other things we can download anyways free, but
Python
SAS is not
is
like that.
no. Why SAS is not like that? Because as I said, it's a proprietary base and it's a closed environment of SAS, whereas Python and R are open source.
Okay.
But there are some features within it where even they have the user needs to pay some amount for it to be used.
Okay.
So that is one more strong point when we are using SAS, because your data privacy is at most important factor, and it's not at a risk when you use SAS enterprise platform, because it is being a closed environment, whereas being an open source, or when we say it's free to download that
Mm.
softwares like Python or even R, the data security is at risk.
Okay, because it's a free.
Correct.
So many people might be downloading.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So Priyanka, I hope you've opened this PDF book.
Yeah. Ashwini, I wanted to ask one more thing. So
Yeah.
there's, there are so many other versions of SAS. If you can just
Right.
find the difference between them and SAS
See, when,
Studio,
yeah, I'll tell you.
SAS,
See,
huh?
when we say it's version, so version is nothing but they are the various um, developed part of that particular software. Okay, so if you have observed this, it's telling us windowing environment. So at initial base, when the software was being developed, it was the same SAS windowing application. So it was with the version of 6. Okay, so there was many other procs or many other features added to that particular software. Then it was the same software, but that new feature, so it became a new version 6.5. So latest
Understood.
people are using
I
is 9.4.
5.4 we are using.
9.4 for this
Sorry,
software,
9.4.
whereas for
Okay.
enterprise guide, the software version which is used in the market is 7.4.
Okay. Got it. And what is SAS via and SAS?
Yeah, SAS Via is again a new cloud programming environment of SAS, where it's like you can write a program in SAS via, and you can connect to your databases. So you don't have to again depend on any separate programming environment. So it's
Uh,
again a new feature of SAS.
Sorry. So who uses that? And you said that it is used because it's easier to download things from that. Mean
No, it's not download. Again,
so.
SAS VR is again a big platform of SAS,
Mhm.
where you can also use the other programming applications within it, get connected to those open source softwares like Python and R, and get those program into SAS. And you can always work like this within SAS to execute those programs. So that has that feature with SAS VR.
So okay. So it has the capability to connect to other statistical and
Correct. That is
okay.
why we call SAS is a multi-engine architect.
Okay. And so, like, I saw there were so many of them. That means, like, SAS stat will connect with stat, SAS graph will be able to give you presentation.
Correct. Absolutely
Okay.
true.
There were two big ones. One was Vea, and the other one was. I just wanted to know, like, so that you at least have the basic knowledge of what they are and how many of them are there. What
Correct.
was the other name on it? But something there. So.
So do we like once we finish like base or advanced, do we and we want to know about VIA? So uh, I mean, do we need to, you know, again find out like a small course type for VIA, or it is easy to learn?
There's nothing to know about VIA as a course, because see, if you go on this website of SAS, I would also like to tell you that
Mm,
once you click this browser, and you just simply need to type sassupport.com
okay.
or support.sas.com. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
just a second. So it is support.sas.com. So it's a website of SAS
Mm,
where you'll get the information of every application, as well as the every step and every proc and every information what we'll be learning. It's all available. So it's like a dictionary from SAS for us for every topic.
oh.
Yes. So even if when you are working on a live project and you have to implement a specific concept and it's new for you, you can always look into this sassupport.com.
Okay.
Okay. So within this, see, you have it's telling analytics, programming, visual analytics, and more at your visual this.
Hmm.
So here you have all this information coming up. So you can always note down this website. It's support.sas.com. So
Okay.
within it, you have this documentation, sorry. So see, it's telling read documentation for SAS software products. You have
Hmm.
technical support, you have communities, you have how to videos, like if you want to upload anything. So there are many helps available online from SAS as well. So within this, see, you have programming in SAS VR, you have programming with SAS Studio. See, you have programming with SAS 9.4 version and also with VR 3.5, and you have base SAS.
Correct.
So you have all this over here, so you can anytime go and read it. So within this, we'll just check for our SAS programming 9.4 as well.
Mm-hmm.
So in case I had made you introduced to one of the procedure called proc print, right? So if you
Yeah.
want to check quickly about that particular procedure, see, you have information about macros, operating environment, SAS Studio. You have data step, you have base SAS procedures. Okay, so you have macro language. So
Yeah.
all this is available. So within this base SAS procedure guides, see, if you want, you can also type here and you can check those procedures. So see, proc append is there, proc all procedures. So I'll show you where is proc print.
Print. Yeah. Print procedure is there.
It's print 2 and this is print procedure. All right.
Hmm.
So all the details over here. So what are the various syntaxes and what are the various options within proc print that is also provided. Okay, so this is another helpful site for you as a user, that wherever you have stuck while studying, while practicing, or even on your live project, you can always make use of this
Okay.
sassupport.com, and within it go to this option called as SAS 9.4, and you have all these versions and all these procedures and various um, steps which we are going to use. It's all in this base SAS procedure guides. You have this various procedures, you also have data steps information, so that is also available.
Okay.
So even statistical procedures is available here. So you can always read those and you can work on it. So see, you have data step processing or programming also. So what is data set options? What is data step statement? So all this, of course, we are going to look into detail into our upcoming
Hmm.
training topics. But this is where you can always read as an help guide for you. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So this was this. So I wanted to show you about this demonstration. So I'll move back to this studio. And as per this demonstration, we are going to, now I did not upload my demo folder. So let me do that. So within this, first thing is I'll have to create my demo folder. So within this demo, we are going to upload folders. So choose file. upload. So within this, see you have this files been seen, which is ending with an extension of .ss. So it's telling you that this is a program file of SAS. So it's telling its program file name is P101D01. So as we got introduced that within SAS, the training which we are going to do is lesson wise. So this P1 is telling programming one, 01 is telling lesson one, and D01 that for lesson 1 it's demo 01. So I'll be double clicking this folder or this file so this program gets open. All right. So what is this program telling? There are some steps. So there are certain steps where it is creating some library, some proc import. All right. So I'm going to simply run this. So it's ready to use for us. We are not writing anything here. So when I execute this demonstration, so Priyanka, you can try this also. Open this demo and open this first program P101D01. So it's giving me a result, which is a list report at the, and then it's followed with a graphical presentation, followed with some frequency report and some map presentation. So what does the slide is telling us that once you submit this demonstration, also show how you are executing. So it's simply a practice that how a program gets opened and how you execute it. That's it. All right.
Ashwini,
Yeah.
Stas is asking me that this create data that dot set
Create data did not execute, right?
create.
Yeah,
No,
because
it's asking me they have a newer version. If I want to save that, should I say yes or no?
yes, yes. Go ahead and check. Yes.
Okay. Now,
Okay, just share your screen.
okay. So
Yeah, just execute this, run this icon running man, which is a submit button.
without giving anything.
No, so you have an error. Check your log. See this log. Because our create data did not execute, the data was not created, hence it's not able to execute. So just come back to this create data form code, please.
So there is something not right with the data I downloaded. Does it mean that?
Yes, but it's all fine. Come to this, see this, before this setup, you have this code window here. So this code, this program is named as create data here. Before that, before code, here
So
itself
on this side,
on
uh,
your right side panel.
on
Up.
the
Okay,
side
give me the
panel.
control.
This one,
No. Yeah, correct.
create data.js file.
Okay. So this is like the name of your program, and this is the program window which has code. And once you execute this code, you get this log and result. So this is your fine. Let me check your. Can you just scroll down, please? All right. So you have path day setup.sas. So where is that setup? So this was your setup, right? Okay. So setup was within your data folder. Okay, sorry. Where's your folder? Please open that code folder, please, for your data which I have executed, which yeah,
This one, right?
open this. Yes, yes, yes.
Oh, wait, no, sorry. This one.
Which one you had just unzipped? Yeah. Open this data folder. Here you have set up, right? Okay, but then within it you had this.
It was the extracted file.
Um,
That is the zip file.
okay. One sec.
Maybe wait, there is something not exactly same in data. So, actually, because that was the zip file. So setup is here, but all these files are not into PG 194. Should I leave the setup and put the rest of them in the folder like it is there?
Try it. That also is fine.
Matlab, is that making a difference or not? And it
No, you
may.
just try it out. You just try it out what you're telling.
Mm, You want me to run it now and see what happens?
Yes, please.
Hmm. What did I do?
Just a sec.
How do I go back?
What happened?
It just took the whole screen.
No, it's all fine. Come to this right hand side preferences, which is, yeah, okay, fine.
I
No, it did not
ran
work
it.
out. Do one thing. See, come, yes, and select view. View. Not that. Cancel. View. Yeah. Select anyone.
Okay, so it will come back that way.
Right.
But it is not having the server folder because I
So,
did.
yeah, so come back here and select it.
Yeah. Mm, and do this and then see if it runs again in the code.
Hmm. No, not this setup. Go into
No,
create
set.
data, create data. Here. Next to this setup, create data. Open this, and here you have this. Oh, execute.
Should I take it?
Execute it.
Excuse me. Should I take it back to program one and do or just execute?
No, just execute this.
I think it's still giving error.
So it's telling physical file does not exist home data setup.
Not open include file. Home is the prop one data setup.set. It's not.
Is her path is correct? Like space and everything, or it doesn't matter?
No, space, we did not work on it, right? So
Okay.
data and setup. What is you getting the error? Just a second, show me the error.
I'm trying to see if I should run it first in the laptop. Just
No, that won't work because it's a SAS program. It works
okay.
only in SAS environment. So show me your
Okay.
studio, please. Okay, come to this, create data.
Increase. I can delete it and set it up again if there is something. I don't know.
One sec. What I'll do is I'll share another data for you and upload that. Okay, we'll do that. We'll do that. No
Did
worries.
it
We'll
run?
not waste time on this.
Did it run?
No.
But now the last thing is not error.
Okay, let me check.
Oh no, it's still error. I was looking at setup.says.
Cannot
No.
open percent incline file. Cannot open.
What is your physical file does not exist? No, it is. Any text encoding? Maybe it's not reading because it's not in the
No.
no. Okay.
You do have setup file with you, so that's not an issue.
Mhm.
Well, you can stop sharing.
Okay. I think it is fine now, or do you want to see the? And I just downloaded it again.
Okay, just execute this create data
Oh,
with the path. Open this create data folder or yeah, code. Show me the code.
oh, that's where I'm running it wrong. No, it still have an error. Cannot open the file. Include.
Files. So well, let's understand this course files accessing and its process. So within our course, we have the course data segregated into various folders, activities, data, demonstrations, or you call demos, practices, and output. So activities is the folder where you have all the activities to be conducted, because during the training we have certain activities to be done. So related to the activities code, all that code is saved into activities folder. So data is where we are going to access our data for whenever we are going to write a program for a specific data set or a table. Demos is again a folder where you have most of the demonstration code saved. Practices, again you have certain exercises which will have be you actually using certain pre-existing codes of exercise or practice which is available in practice folder. And output is a folder where you will be directing your results into this particular folder. All right. So programs which are saved is been saved with a specific naming conventions. So for example, here they have given as P104D01 dot ss. So as it I have already explained that dot ss is an extension, file extension name telling it's a SAS file or a SAS program file. Because if you remember, if we save anything into Word, with what extension those things are saved? With dot doc, correct, or dox. And if you save anything in Notepad, you know it has been saved with an extension of dot txt. If you are saving anything with Excel, you know it is getting saved with an extension of dot xlx. I hope you all are getting what I'm trying to tell you. Yes,
Yes.
great. Pragati?
Yes, Ashwini.
Correct. So .ss, it's telling it's SAS program file, and the naming convention here is P104D01. So we know P1 stands for programming one, 04 is for our lesson. Here it's fourth lesson, for example. D is for demonstration. So when we are using this, it will go to all the codes or which is into demonstration folder. And 01 means demo 1 for lesson number 4. So all the data for our data activities actually saved into data folder. And how do we get this data into our software of SAS Studio? Once we execute this code called create data.ss code. So same activity they have asked us to do it. So when I had executed my create data code on my system, yes, the output result which I had seen, if you see that it's actually connecting to all the data which is into my data folder, it's external on the server, it's not still into SAS Studio. So by executing into my create data code, I get all this tables. So do we have 22 tables here now? Yes, so see, you have 22 tables here. All right, so it has been using this physical path. This is the file name. All right, and this physical path is nothing but my server on which my folders are being saved. From that folder, I'm now connected into SAS by executing this particular create data code. And looking at this, I have this path, and within this path, I have a setup where I get this data sets. All fine? So this is what it's telling, run the program and verify that a report list shows 22 tables. And it's telling find %let statement as directed by your instructor, provide the path for your code. So we were trying to do the same thing, right, Priyanka?
Yeah. Ashwini, you did the first
Yes.
file, the 010101.
Where, what are you telling me? Like which file?
P01.
So that was a demonstration which I just wanted to show you, or you get acquainted how the program window opens, and simply you have to open that code and you have to simply execute. It was just a code to understand that this is how you execute and this is how you get the result.
No, I
So
was trying same, but I got like
it will not work from your end because your data sets are not been created within SAS Studio. The connection is not happened from the server path to SAS within the software where you have all those files here. So if you remember this output which we have seen, all these files are still on the server, but they are not connected into SAS Studio. That is why this demo did not execute for you.
Okay,
All right?
got it.
Yes. So this was all 22 files or SAS tables which are now going to be used by us into SAS Studio. So we'll understand the syntax for SAS. So the SAS program structure consists of various steps. And what are those steps? So those steps is a data step and proc steps. So all these steps comprises of SAS program, and a SAS program steps are nothing but a combination of a data step and proc steps. So your program will resolve or will revolve around only these two steps. So we'll be writing only two steps during our programming, which is a data step and a proc step. So what is a data step? It's nothing but it's creating a table or a data set, and proc is nothing but once a table is created, we are processing that table with either of the various procedures. So these are the only two steps in our SAS programming, data and proc. So you will be creating a data and you are processing the data. So in this example of your code, if you see, you are creating a data with this keyword, you are telling SAS that you are creating a data with the name as my class. And if you see the data is ending with a run. So this is the end of the step. For data, step it ends with run, proc step also ends with run, proc step also ends with run. And if you observe carefully, you have every statement ending with semicolon. So what is that semicolon? I'll explain you. So that's what it's telling, that your program resolves always between only these two steps, data and a proc step. All right, so program is a combination of data and proc. Proc is nothing but procedure, because one, until and unless you don't have a table or a data set, in SAS, a table is termed as a SAS data set. So until and unless we do not have a SAS table, a procedure cannot be performed on that table. So see, this is a procedure of print, which is processing this data, my class, which you have created earlier into a table earlier into a data set to create a SAS data set in this data step. So data step typically reads, process or create a new data set. Whereas a proc step, typically either you generate a report or you manage a table or you analyze a table or a data. So a data step always begins with a keyword called data and it ends with a run, whereas a proc step or a procedure step always begins with a proc keyword and ends with a run. There are also certain procedures which use quit to stop the proc step. Okay, so what is that procedure? We'll see it in upcoming topics. So a step is a sequence of SAS statements. So if we check this data step, because we know this data step, it begins with the keyword data and it ends with a run. Okay, so this is one step. So within this program of or within this step of data, every statement or a program of SAS or a step of SAS consists of a statement. So how do you understand it's a statement? You find it is ending with a semicolon. So it's very, very, very similar like our English language. So if you know, if you recollect in our school days, we have been taught that a statement in English begins with a capital letter and ends with a full stop. Same thing in SAS, a statement begins with an identifying keyword, ends with a semicolon. Here also. Here also. So if I show you the program where we had opened this demo program, see it's a combination of various data and proc step. So see, it's a identifying keyword. It's starting with, see, it's a dark blue color and it's ending with a run. So this is a proc step, and this step comprises of various statements. So every statement begins with an identifying keyword, ends with a semicolon. See here, this statement ends here. This statement begins with this and it's ending here. So same thing, if you see here you have a data step, right? So see, it's having an identifying keyword starting with blue color letters. All
Okay.
right, so this
So
is an
between,
indication.
okay. So you mean to say from data to run, whatever
Mhm.
in between, that is called as data
Statements.
statements.
So
Data
this is also
statements or
a
data.
statement, and
Yeah,
whole
this is
thing
one line is also data statement.
statement and whole thing is called as a step because it's ending with
Step.
the run.
Okay.
Run is
Okay.
the end of a step.
Okay.
And this run itself is a statement because it's starting with an identifying keyword and ending with a
End with
semicolon.
semicolon. Yeah.
Okay?
Hmm.
Getting it, Priyanka?
Yeah.
Right. So see, if this is where the demonstration one was, that it is just trying to give you an example of code that you learn in class to analyze an international data, that you are accessing data, you are exploring, you are preparing, you are analyzing and exporting. So this is the first part where you are importing, then you are doing analysis, then you are creating a new data from it, which is as per your business scenario, and here is an example where you are exporting the report. Now why this code has been executed? Because if you remember the process of a programming, yesterday or day before yesterday we had seen there are nearly 5 processes. What was it that we are going to see? How one can process the data. See this:
Prepare,
access, explore, prepare, analyze, and export. Right? So same thing, this is the demonstration, just giving you an example where you are accessing, exploring, preparing, analyzing, and result. And just a gist to observe that the program consists of 2 steps: proc steps and data steps. So all the program is a combination of proc and data step. All right.
okay.
Yes. Got it.
Okay, so it was just for us to make acquainted with the system and how it works. This was the demonstration. So now we are actually understanding how a SAS program looks like. So SAS program consists of, we know, combination of a data and a proc step. So every step begins with, so if it's a data step, it begins with an keyword data and it ends with run. So when it is a proc step, also the same thing. It's beginning with the keyword proc, ends with a run. Wherever run indicates that it is the end of your step. All right. And every step, that is your data or a proc, consists of a statement which ends with a semicolon.
And when we
Okay?
use proc means,
Yeah, when we have to use it, we'll see it later. This is the beginning to understand
okay,
what are your
steps.
steps,
Okay. Okay.
and what are those steps includes statements, and how the statements is, it begins with an identifying keyword. See, they are highlighted data, it's ending with a semicolon, same like your English statement. The statements begins with a capital letter, ends with a full stop. Here it's a programming language, it's starting with an identifying keyword because we are communicating with your SAS system, that we are
Hmm.
asking SAS to create a data. So how SAS will understand we are creating a data? By this keyword data. And it's a statement, it's ending with a semicolon. And whole thing ends as a step with a run. Run itself is also a statement because it's
And what
ending with
is
a semicolon.
okay? And the set and var is also highlighted.
Set
So
is, yeah, that's what it's telling. It's a statement, right? It's ending with a semicolon and it's an identifying keyword, because if you have observed this program, see
hmm.
here, identifying keyword. See, it's
Okay.
highlighted as blue. It's ending with semicolon. So that's what it's telling. Most statements begin with a keyword and all statements ends with a semicolon. All right?
Okay. But once we start our programming, that time we will understand what is set
Correct.
means. Okay.
Correct. So at this
Okay.
point, just understand, compare with your English language, that suppose you are
Okay.
writing a specific some some paragraph or something, so we know this is the paragraph starting from this point, it's ending here. The next paragraph starts on the next line with a space, right? Same thing here is a program which is starting with an identifying keyword, it's ending with run. Run indicates end of your step of this program, which is data step, and every statement ends with a semicolon. It's beginning with mostly identifying keywords. All fine?
Yes.
Okay, so along with your data and proc steps, we are also going to use certain global statements like title, options, and lib names. So why these are called global statements? Because if we write the statements during our SAS processing or during our session, there whatever is executed with the statements, that part is in effect until and unless we end our session. That's why it's called as a global statement. And this statement, they are simple statement, they are not as a step, so they do not require any run to stop it. So that's what it's telling. Global statements are typically outside of your steps, and they do not need a run statement. So again, you have an activity. So it's telling open activity P101A03 from your activities folder. View the code. How many steps are in the program? So I'll go back into my SAS Studio. Okay, so I have no activity folder here. So let me upload my activity folder. Activities and save. So with this activities, I'm going to upload my files which are on my desktop. I'm getting all those files into SAS Studio. Upload. So within this activities, I do have, see, first program P1 lesson 1 activity A03. So I'm going to open this code. So within this code, see, it's telling view the code. How many steps are in the program? So check this program. How many steps you can see?
Total program?
Yes, the whole program. How many steps you could see?
1, 2, 3.
Absolutely true. Correct. Priyanka, are you getting me? Do we have Priyanka with us?
Yeah. I'm getting it.
Yes. So see, this is one step. It's starting with data. It's ending with run. So this is another step starting with proc, ending with run. This is another step starting with proc, ending with run. Right? So the next question in our activity was, how many statements are in your proc print step?
2.
4.
How many statements? So you can count your
1,
semicolons.
2, 3, 4. Yeah.
Correct? So this is one statement, this is second statement, third statement, and fourth statement. Yes. How many global statements you see in your program?
1, 2, 3.
Correct. So you have title. Here is one global statement of title, second global statement title, third global statement title.
Mm.
Run the program and view the log. So let's run this. Not select any specific. So simply this, it will be generally running all the code from your program. So when we run, we got the output. We see some result.
Mm.
So moving back to code, it's telling check your log. So let's check your log. So see, step by step, we ran all the program, but it ran step process by process, sorry, step by step. So it's telling data step was first executed, and it's giving you certain information on that data step, that
Mm.
it's creating a new data called as my cars, which is having so many observations, so many variables. Then post data step, it's telling you it processed a title statement and a proc print. And then Post that, there was another title and a procmin step. So this all got executed and you see the output. So this is the result for your proc print, and proc means, see, it's coming into result window, whereas into output data window, you see your table is created. Why table is created? Because if you check your data step, we are creating my cars from an input data called as sashelp.cars. So in this data step, we are asking SAS to create a new table called as my cars by an input data source sashelp.cars, and that is why this set is telling that set is nothing but an instructions for SAS that you are reading from an input data called as sashelp.cars to create a new cars. And that is what it's telling here. 428 observations were read from your input data set sashelp.cars, and a new data set is created work.mycars with same number of observations and 16 variables. And that is why
Okay.
the new data set, just a second, that
Okay.
is why the new data set which is created, it you result the or you view it into output window of your SAS Studio. So this is where you see all 16 variables or columns, and here you have, so if you scroll down, you'll see all 428 rows. Okay, so here we
Yeah.
have like this. You can view this rows. So see, all
Yeah.
right.
Hmm.
Yeah. So what was the question?
My question was like when you're explaining about that set keyword,
Uh-huh.
that is means you're asking SAS that you have to copy car table which is in SAS help, and same table you can create with new name which is my, what is that called,
My
my cars,
cars.
right? Is it
Absolutely
correct?
correct.
Okay.
Yes. And at
And
the
another
same time,
question.
yeah,
Okay.
we are going to see all this in details in upcoming chapters, but this
Okay.
is just to make you understand the data step, how it works, proc steps, how it works, how the result goes, proc results comes into result window, whereas data set which is created with the data step, you see the data into output data window.
Okay. And one more question. What is the
Yeah,
difference between result window and output data window? Because in
that
output data, I think we can see total table, right?
yeah,
And
so that's what I explained. That result means it shows you the result for your procedures, because it's a procedure
oh,
where
proc
it's
print.
processing your data set. So it's a result which we are saying it. Whereas
Oh, got it.
the data where which we are creating into a data step, it's been created. So where you view it, you see it into output data window. So this is the
Okay.
table.
And okay. And if I don't want to proc print a statement, okay,
Hmm.
means I don't want that programming. So in that case, the result window will not open, right?
Yeah, so now for example, we had generally executed this. So all the code which is in this
Correct.
editor window, every step got executed. But if you want to execute one step at a time, you always select this step and execute it. So when now I'm selecting only a data step and executing a single step, so see, I'm not getting a result, but I'm getting an output window. So see, there is no result
Mm-hmm. Got
for
it.
this process. But now when I execute and select this proc print along with title, I execute this proc print. Now you will see this output window will not come for output data, but I see
Hmm.
result. So this result is coming with the title cars with average mileage over 35, and these are the columns and the result.
Yeah, because we were asking specific things over there.
Correct, correct. So whenever you will be working, so you'll also have to work in the same order. One step at the time, you are going to select that step and submit it.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Priyanka, I hope
Yeah.
you are with us and you
Yeah. Yeah.
understood it. Great.
Yes.
Okay. So what was the next question in our activity? How many observations were read in proc print steps? So let's check your log for proc print. So it's very important as a data analyst, whenever you're working, when you submit a code, first and foremost, before moving and checking your result or your output, always check your log, because log is very important, and you as an analyst, you should know what log is trying to tell you, and you should interpret the understanding of log, because until and unless you don't understand log, you won't understand why your result in case it's not coming correctly. So
Okay.
see, log is telling that this was the step which you have executed and it processed. So it's telling from the data, it's telling there were 11 observations read from data set my cars, work.my cars, right? So as
Hmm.
per the questions on our slide, how many observations were read from proc print?
11.
11. So why 11? Because it has filtered certain observations with this filter criteria where. So what is this where, how it works, all that we'll be seeing it detail. Don't worry on it. Okay. So this is where you understand log, and here itself you may start interpreting whether your result would be up to the mark.
Okay.
All right.
Why it's saying like work dot my cars?
I'll explain you that also.
Okay.
So why it's interpreting work dot cars, because if you have observed here, we are actually reading from input dataset sashelp dot cars. Now why this is sashelp dot cars? It's because we are working on permanent data file which is saved into this library SAS help, and
Hmm.
from this library we are reading a file or a data called as
Table.
cars. So
Oh.
this is permanent file. From this permanent file you are creating my cars. Now
Hmm.
this my cars is going to be a temporary data file saved into SAS. Why temporary? Because you are not saving it permanently. And why we call it temporary? Because if you end your session now and you re-log in into a new session, this file will not be there, and hence
Oh.
it is been saved into work library. So if you want to go and check your work library, the information of that you will find into, see this option on the left side, you see libraries. So if I down or click this down arrow, you will find all these libraries. So we already have a pre-existing permanent library called as SAS help. So within SAS help, it is provided by SAS. You use any of the SAS programming software, you have this permanent library where SAS has predefinedly given us this data files, and see you have cars file here. Getting it? And by default, SAS has also provided a temporary library for us called as work. And by default, because we did not mention any library before this name, it is saving it into temporary library called as work. And you see my cars. All fine? Understood now? Yes?
It is saving the output data into this, not
Yeah,
the,
so the output means your data file. This is the
okay,
table. So
but
this
not the
table is saved.
results.
Results are into your result window.
So if we,
That is result. It's not the table.
okay, but if we end the session, do we lose the results or do we,
Yes, yes. But that's what we'll see later on. If you remember, this demonstration was telling that the result can also be exported. So we'll see how one can export this results also.
okay.
Because results is only for that particular program. If you want
Mhm.
to save it permanently, you can direct this results and save it also.
Okay.
Okay? Yes, so this is the answers. So first is we view the code and we saw there were three steps, one data step and two proc steps. How many statements in proc print? Yes, the answer was correct from your end, four statements. How so we had three global statements and all were title statements. We did see the log and we find that with proc print, how many observations it's processing? Only 11 observations. Okay, so SAS syntax format. So it's telling formatting makes your code easier to read and understand. So what it's trying to tell you that you can write multiple statements into single line of your program. So see this step of data is starting here, it's ending in the single line where you have run. Same goes with proc also. Okay, but this is the correct way of presenting your code, because it's easy to understand. Because being a data analyst, you will save your code, but at the same time, there are various other analysts, or if you are working on another project, once you finish with a specific project, there is a new entry of a person on that project, and you are moved or upgraded to a new project. So the person who is working, he may refer certain codes which are been pre-written by you. So in that case, if you keep on writing your program, no doubt your program is technically correct, but he won't understand. It's not presentable. But if you write in this way, it's pretty presentable, right? So it's good to understand, and it's a better way of formatting your program. All fine?
Yeah.
Okay, so the in SAS, what they are trying to tell you in simple thing is that there is no restrictions that you should begin a program in a specific column and begin and end in the specific line and a specific program. So you can write multiple statements in a single line as well. And a single line can also span, or a single statement can span multiple lines as well. Okay. So like
Yeah.
for example, in case if I move ahead and I write a specific code, so this was my single code and I simply write in this way. So this is my single statement, but it is spanning multiple lines. So this is also possible, or this has also been written. So SAS is very flexible to writing a program, because there are certain programming environments, like we do have certain Java scripts or certain C scripts or even certain other programming scripts, that they have restrictions that you should begin a program in a specific line only. So like this, it's not with SAS. All right. So they're just trying to give you this understanding. So they are telling the program which you are writing is not case sensitive. That means you can write the statements or the words either in uppercase or small case. So see, it's a mixture of both. So the coding is not at all case sensitive. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, and you can also write certain comments in your program. So what does comments means? Those are non-executable statement. Now I'm writing this data step and you are describing what this data step is, because as I said you, most of the time, being you as a owner for a program on a specific project, you need to describe what that particular step was written for, but that step is not actually a SAS statement, so it's just a description. So put that into comments like this. So it's explaining what this data step is. You are actually creating a table for students under 13 years of old, and within the step also there are certain statements, if you do not want to execute, that also you can comment it out. So you can also write comment of two types, that you write asterisk, sorry, for backslash, asterisk, and end with a asterisk and a slash. Anything between this sign, it is comment. Or another way of commenting is star ends with a semicolon. Anything between this, the whole statement gets commented. So comments out a single statement ending in a semicolon, whereas here comments out anything between these two signs. So comments are ignored when a program executes.
Mhm.
So in our example also, if you have observed in this demonstration or in activity, see, even if I actually select these things with this comment, and see, comment is always highlighted in green.
Yeah.
See, so even if I select this all along with this, I'm executing it. So what it is going to get executed? Only your data step. So when I check my log, see, this was your comment. It did not work on it, but it show you in the log because you have submitted it. It just executed data step, and it's giving this notes only on data step, not on your comment. Fine?
Yes.
Yes. So understanding the syntax, so there is a demonstration. So the demonstration is P1 lesson 1 D02. So I move back into my folders where I have my demonstrations. So do I have demo folder with me? No, I suppose. Okay, it's into program 1 demo. So in demo C, lesson 1 D02. So this is for second demonstration. So same thing, it's talking about comments. Okay. So see, this is this way of one comment. This is another way of commenting. So it's telling run the program. Does this run successfully? So let us check. So we'll simply run the program. I'm not selecting any specific step. Yes. So let's check log whether any errors. No. So it ran successfully. But if you observe this code, see this is not into a fixed format. Same thing. See, you cannot differentiate. This is your data step. It's just because of run and here run. We understand this step is ending here. Correct? So after that, it's telling use the format code feature to improve your program spacing. So for this, what you can do is you can select this program, right click, you have an option called as format code, and this will format your code properly. So you don't have to always while typing give the proper spacing and all, because sometimes when you're writing a program, you have many things to be done simultaneously. You may keep on writing the program without giving any proper space. So later on, you can simply select it and right click and you get this option called as format code. Fine. So this is how format code is working. Then it's telling add following text to a comment before your data step. So created by. So let's write a comment. So these are the pair of signs. So this is a program created by. So this is what you could write it, right? So that the person who will be working on this code later on understands who has created. All right, so comment out the first title statement and the where statement in proc. So which is the first title statement here? So short form of commenting is just select the whole statement and press control and a backslash. So it gets commented. Please note, select the statement and select or press control and backslash. So it gets commented out automatically. So you don't have to do manually. All fine?
Yes.
Can you show the last one more time? Like you didn't type it, right?
No, here I did not type it manually. What I done was, just a second. I simply kept my cursor on this statement. It got highlighted. I pressed control and backslash.
Control and backslash, control and backslash. Okay.
Got it?
Control and backslash. Okay.
Did it come appear on your screen like this?
I don't know. The data still has to be checked.
No,
So
no, no. But could you see that it has been
yes,
commented out,
yes.
right? Yeah, that's what I just wanted to
Yeah.
confirm. Okay, so next thing what they had said is also the where statement in your proc print. So again, same thing, select the statement, comment it out. Either comment the like this way, or you can also write the other way of comment, which is asterisk. Sorry. Fine. So see, asterisk ends with a semicolon. Anything between this statement only gets commented. But make a note, understand the program carefully. Comment is showing you in green color. So when you're typing manually, in case by mistake, if you miss anything of this sort, understand. See, the rest thing is highlighted in green. Everything comes into comment. Are you getting it? See?
Okay.
So you have to be very careful with this pair of comments.
So the whole thing was coming as a comment and not as a result, right?
Right. So that will not get execute even if you select and submit.
But you had put the asterisk only on the line number 37. So how did it all got green?
This, no, I was talking about this line number 33
Mm-hmm.
for
That I
this
understand.
pair. So same thing here, it's ending with semicolon, na? Asterisk is ending with semicolon. So if I
Mm-hmm.
don't use this semicolon, so see this run is becoming green,
It's becoming green. Got it.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So finding and resolving syntax errors. So syntax errors or syntax. So let's understand what do you mean by syntax. So when we learn English or any language, a particular language is actually following grammar. Correct? Agreed? So we write or we speak the language by using a grammar or grammatical way of speaking or grammatical way of writing. Correct? I hope you're understanding what I'm trying to tell you.
Yes, Ashwini.
Great. So in any programming language, when you're writing this language, it has grammar, and that grammar programmatically or in computer language is called as syntax. So what are the types of syntax errors which you can view or which we can have in our programming? Misspelled keywords, unmatched quotation marks, missing semicolons, invalid options. And what in case if you have any of these syntax errors, you get warnings or errors. And where do you view that? In log window. So moving back in our example,
Syntax means you mean to say like coding, whatever we write, right? That
correct,
is called as
correct.
syntax.
Syntax means a grammar of your coding.
Okay.
So, like, what is the first thing? Misspelled keywords. Okay, so if this is a keyword, it's starting. I suppose while typing, I miss this A. See the highlight part? Does it still remain as a keyword? See, it's not
Yeah,
highlighted in blue
correct.
now.
Right.
So the rest of the sorry, rest of the thing is also affected. So in case
Okay.
even if I submit it along with this, I'm going to get some error.
Error. Okay.
But before error, if you check this editor name, it's showing you it's an alarm. So it's telling you you have one warning and three notes. So what is that warning? So our warnings are always coming into green, whereas errors appear in red. So if you remember earlier in one of the programs, there was an error which was appearing into red. So in this program, we see it's an, see this exclamation mark with this triangle, it's a warning. So there is one warning in our program. So see, it's telling it's a warning at 169th line, assuming the symbol data was misspelled. So that what it's telling, that when I submitted this data step, it is underlining this that it's a keyword, it's a misspelled keyword, and it's telling that assuming though it's a misspelled, it's a keyword, its reading is as data and not as dat. Okay, so it's still executing and creating a data set for us. Because it's for misspelled keywords, it gives you a warning. Are you getting it?
Yes,
So
Ashwini.
that's what misspelled keyword. So it's one syntax error. Then let's understand if you missed any semicolon. So I go back into my code, I correct my syntax. Now, in case if I miss a semicolon, let's see. See, now it's telling I'm getting an error. And the program also it's highlighting it's getting an error. So what's that error? So I'll scroll this up. It's highlighting. It's telling us that this is the data step, and a data step was beginning with a data statement, but here this data statement is it's taking this second statement semicolon as an end for this data statement, but it's not understanding all these words which are part of this data statement. Hence, it's telling this set is not allowed in data step. So either you miss some of the options in this data statement. So moving back, we go back into code and we'll check that, oh, this data statement has to be end with semicolon. Next is telling unmatched quotation. So what is quotation marks? So look at this title. Anything which you give into quotations, this text, okay? In case I miss this end of my quotation. So see the color change? See, it's everything becoming pink, right? That means it's telling title statement or the title word which wanted, it was starting with this and it's not ending, it's not finding the end of your title. So this is another your syntax error, which is unmatched quotation. And the last one is invalid option. Now invalid option, like these are some of the options in this proc print, okay? In case I simply write instead of this, I use something called as, all right, and I execute this proc print means, suppose. Now means I'm actually calculating average, okay? So I'm getting warning. So what warning it's telling? That this is invalid option, but still it's processing my proc means. Either you are trying to use a var misspelled as average, but no, this may be I'm executing this telling that proc means in SAS it is the average. So I may want this as a understanding part of my program that I'm creating an average report. I put this in comment. Okay, and now I re-execute it and check whether this option is, now I'm not getting any warning or error. Correct? So these are the types of syntax errors. And this we have another demonstrations followed with activity. So I'll explain that also, but extending your learning. So we do have this PDF book provided and more to read. You can always go and read this with this highlighted part for SAS Studio and also for Enterprise Guide. If you want to learn, you have this tutorial available. Okay. Now moving with this demonstration, it's demo D03. So let's open this demonstration for chapter lesson number 1 D03. Just give me another 5 minutes and we'll stop. Okay. So check this code. See, do you find anything looking at this code? It's something weird or missing?
Data is
Yes.
wrong.
Yes. So even if I still execute this, SAS will still work on this code and it will give you a warning telling you have a misspelled keywords. And it's telling it's reading as though you have written as DAAT dat. So SAS reads it as data. It's though it's a misspelled and it creates a data set. Same thing is in this demonstration which I have explained. Okay. So activity is telling open this activity, format the program. So what is the activity number? Lesson 1 A04. So let's move to activities, activity A04. So it's telling format the program. So see, something is missing looking at the code itself. See the color combination. What is the syntax error? Look at the color.
Proc spelling is wrong.
Okay. What about the color now? Post.
It's
Oh,
pink now. It
correct.
should
So
be
so where should the quotation marks end? So the question,
At
so
Canada.
you have correct. So you have unbalanced quotation marks. So if I put here quotation, the things are working, and we do have this. But before that, let's actually format our program so that we understand. So let's,
mm,
if you are executing this, So do you think this will work? Yes, because it is not, it is giving you error also and warning also. So what error it's telling? It's telling this data set does not exist. See, the name of the data you have provided is Canada shoes. Okay. And next it's telling warning that though it's an identifying keyword, it is misspelled. It is still reading as proc. But when it's reading as proc print data Canada shoes, there is no data set available in your work library called as Canada shoes. All right.
Okay.
Okay. So it was a, why? Because we did not executed this data step. Now I execute this data step. Do you remember what has happened? I simply first executed proc print,
Yeah.
right? So
Hmm.
what does proc does? Proc processes the data which is existing. But this data we did not created, we did not execute a data step. So this data is not created,
Hmm.
right? That's why it gave me the error telling me that this data set does not exist. Now I go back into my data step and try to execute. So still I'll have error. Why? What is the error? Understand?
Set SAS help. I think that shoe data was set.
Yes, Priyanka, Pragati. Yes, you are correct, Priyanka, but still,
That's Pragati. I'm looking at it.
It's okay. Set is not allowed in data set when option.
No input data sets available for me. The where statement do not have any data sets to work on.
no, it's because though you have started with data keyword, it's treating the end of the statement with this semicolon.
Correct. It
So
should be
this,
after, yeah,
Set
Canada
after
shoes.
correct,
Canada shoes. Set should
correct,
not be with the data.
right, right. So now I execute this. So I'll first format this code. Okay. Now I have the data set created. So this is the data set. See, it's into output data. And now when I go back and execute my proc, though it is a misspelled keyword, but it will still work. I'll get a warning. I get a report. See, report
Hmm.
comes into result. So always make a note. Data step is always to create, manipulate, or do changes in a data set. Data step is to either create a new data set, or you can always do changes into existing data set, whereas proc is a step which processes an existing data set.
Hmm.
All right, until and unless the data is not available and you simply write that name with proc, it will not find that data to get processed. It will give you the error. Correct?
Yes.
Got it.
Yes. So that is all about. Okay, so this was extending your learning about your beyond SAS programming. If you want to learn more things, you can always read this. See, you can watch an introduction to SAS via programming for your SAS programmer. Okay. Okay, let's summarize what we have learned. How many steps does this program contain?
4.
This is the program and this is the options.
4.
4, very true. 1 data step and 3 proc steps. Running a SAS program can create which of the following?
All of the above.
Absolutely true. Okay. Which of the following is a SAS syntax requirement?
Requirement. Put only one statement on each line. Separate each step.
And each statement
And
with
each statement with a semicolon.
semicolon.
Correct. D is the option. This is the
Why
prerequisite.
is B not on?
Every statement has to end with a semicolon, right?
Semicolon. Hmm.
No, that is right. That I got it. But why is
It's
the
your
B
English
one?
statement. Yeah.
No,
B
no,
is
B.
like what they are telling is put only one statement on each line. Do we have that restriction in SAS? We saw
No,
we no on, and a single line can span multiple statements,
correct.
right?
Just
Yeah,
for reading, we
correct.
have to format.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, how many steps does this program contain?
How many statements?
Statements. Okay. 7.
7.
Let's check. Yes.
7.
Anything ends with semicolon, you have the statement. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay,
Yeah.
Priyanka?
Yeah. 7.
Okay. Which of the following steps is typically used to generate reports and graphs?
Which of the steps?
Steps. So I said proc is the step which is to generate reports and
Reports.
graphs. Right. So we have procs.
Right.
This is a type of report which will create. Run is to end your step, whereas data is to create a table. Hence proc. Does this comment contain syntax errors? Comment, okay? Comment. Now understand, comment is not at all your program. So it's just an explanation for your program.
Yeah.
Yes, there
It
is a
contain. Yeah.
So
The
though even
comment
if it is, yeah, but even if it is having a syntax
No.
error, it's a comment. It will have no
Yeah.
use because it is non-executable statement.
So no, the comment is right.
correct.
Correct?
Yeah.
Yes. What result would you expect from submitting this step?
We'll get some reports.
We will get
Yes, data.
Look at
table.
the statements. Look at the program carefully.
The
Look
creation.
at the statements and the program carefully.
That is wrong. It will not create. There will be an error in the message log. There is no
Why?
colon. There is no semicolon.
Yes, your proc print is not ending with a semicolon. So SAS will not execute your step, and SAS assumes proc is misspelled and will execute your statements with some error. This was the previous code, sorry, right?
Yeah.
An error message in the log. Whereas the next question, what happens if you submit the following program?
You will get error. Oh, this one. Oh,
Yeah,
we will get table of new. What is that called?
new sales EMPS,
Yeah.
new sales employees. Why you'll get a table?
Because we did a statement like proc print.
So look at this program carefully. Though it's a misspelled identifying keyword, but SAS will still execute because it's a misspelled for identifying keyword, and it will execute and create your report.
Yeah.
Correct? Okay. So this program contains a syntax error because national is in different cases. It is true or false. So we have seen, is
This program
SAS
contains.
programming case sensitive in short?
No.
No. So
So
will it still give any errors or
no,
any?
it will not get any error, I think.
Correct. So it's false. So it's telling this statement is false. This program contains syntax error because national is in different case. No, it will not affect the output because coding of in SAS is not
Case sensitive.
case sensitive. Okay, which of the following is not a SAS programming interface?
SAS manager.
Window.
Is not SAS programming interface.
SAS
Yes.
manager.
Absolutely true. We know Enterprise Guide is a programming software. Same with Studio, same with windowing environment.
Okay.
These are all programming softwares, but this is not.
So what is
And as it is, we did not see what manager is. So this is an odd man out. All fine?
test manager do?
No,
Does
it's an odd man out. It's just for you to understand that what are the programming softwares of SAS.
okay.
All right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so with this, we have done with our lesson number 1. So Pragati, I'll be sending you the link for SAS Studio, okay? And also forward you with the data sets.
Okay.
Fine, and then you can work on it. As Priyanka, you simply check what would be the error for your create data code and how that setup will work. Else, I've already sent you another file for data folder. Just use that and check.
Okay.
All right? Okay, so
Okay.
how about Saturday? Do you want me to conduct this?
Saturday little hard for me. What about Priyanka?
Me.
Sure, sure.
Thank you.
Thank you
Bye.
Bye.
and take care. Bye. Enjoy your
Have
weekend.
Yeah.
good day.
Bye.
Yes. Bye.
Happy Karpa Chauth, whoever is keeping.
Yes, same to you.
Okay. Bye.